Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you've ever known, every experience, every relationship, every moment, might not be real. That the world around you, the people, the cities, the sky itself, could be nothing more than an illusion, a projection, a simulation. It sounds like science fiction, yet over 2,000 years ago, one man asked a question so profound that it still haunts us today. His name was Plato, and his thought experiment, the Allegory of the Cave, is more relevant now than ever before. Inside a dark, damp cave, a group of prisoners sits in chains. They have been there since birth, unable to turn their heads, forced to stare at the cold stone wall in front of them. Behind them burns a fire, casting flickering shadows onto the wall. Unseen figures move objects between the fire and the prisoners, their silhouettes dancing like ghosts. To these prisoners, the shadows are not mere illusions. They are reality itself. They give them names, they interpret their movements, they form entire beliefs around them. The idea that there could be anything beyond the shadows is unimaginable. But then something happens. One of the prisoners is freed. Confused and disoriented, he turns around for the first time and sees the fire. It blinds him. The shadows he thought were real are nothing more than flickering projections. Stumbling forward, he moves past the fire, drawn toward an opening in the cave. As he emerges into the light of the sun, pain surges through his body. His eyes, unaccustomed to such brightness, can barely process what they see. But slowly, the world comes into focus, and he realizes the truth. The shadows were never real. They were mere reflections of something greater. The allegory of the cave was meant as a metaphor, a warning that most people live in ignorance, mistaking illusions for truth. But what if this allegory isn't just a metaphor? What if it is our reality? In 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed a radical idea: the simulation hypothesis, the notion that our universe may not be a physical reality, but a highly sophisticated simulation created by an advanced intelligence. This theory isn't just philosophical speculation. Some of the brightest minds in science, including Elon Musk, suggest that the odds of us living in base reality are astonishingly low. The reasoning is simple. If technological progress continues at its current rate, then at some point, humanity will be able to create fully immersive simulations, indistinguishable from real life. If this is possible for us in the future, then what's stopping another civilization, far more advanced than ours, from already having done so? Think about it. Just as the prisoners mistook shadows for reality, what if we mistake atoms, space, and time for the same? What if the world we perceive is nothing more than a complex rendering, a sophisticated illusion designed to make us believe we are free, when in reality, we are simply looking at a screen we cannot recognize? Some scientists believe we may already have clues that our reality is not what it seems. In computing, every simulation has a resolution limit, a point beyond which nothing can be divided. In physics, we have something eerily similar: the Planck length, the smallest measurable unit in the universe. Could this be a sign that our world is rendered at a fundamental level? Then there is mathematics, the language of the universe. Everything, from the movement of galaxies to the behavior of subatomic particles, follows precise mathematical laws. Why? Why does the universe function like a meticulously coded system? If reality were truly random, why does it behave in ways so eerily similar to a complex algorithm? And then there is the strangest clue of all. In quantum mechanics, we have observed something called the observer effect, the unsettling fact that particles behave differently when they are being observed. It is as if reality itself waits to be processed, as if it only exists when someone is there to see it. Just like a video game that only renders what is directly in front of the player, could our reality be operating on the same principle? If we truly are in a simulation, then what happens if we realize it? In Plato's Allegory, when the freed prisoner returns to the cave to tell the others the truth, they refuse to believe him. The very idea that their world isn't real is too much to bear. Instead of curiosity, they react with hostility. But this reaction is not unique to the story. Throughout history, those who question reality, those who challenge the status quo, have often been ridiculed, exiled, or worse. But let's take this further. If we are in a simulation, then the real question isn't just who created it, but why? Are we a scientific experiment, a historical reconstruction, a form of entertainment, or could it be something else entirely? And if we did break free, what would we find? A higher form of existence? Another layer of reality? Or nothing at all? Some argue that even if we are in a simulation, it doesn't change anything. We still feel, we still love, we still think. Even if reality is an illusion, it's the only illusion we have. But others believe that understanding the true nature of existence is the first step towards something greater. So, I ask you, if you were in the cave, if you were the prisoner, would you have the courage to step into the light? Would you want to know the truth, even if it shattered everything you believed? Or would you choose to stay, to live comfortably in the illusion? The greatest philosophers, the greatest scientists, the greatest thinkers in history, all sought one thing: truth. Perhaps the search itself is what defines us. Perhaps reality is not something we live in, but something we must earn. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Is our world real? Or are we just shadows on the wall of an unseen reality? If you enjoyed this exploration, subscribe for more deep dives into philosophy, science, and the mysteries of existence. Because the search for truth never ends. Thank you for watching.